Are you ready for the Astro-Weather week of November 11th, 11/11 portal, Veterans Day, the 12th, 13th, and 14th? Let's get into it. The energy is kind of interesting. Grand Rising, good people. It's Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. How was the weekend? How'd you do with this Aquarius and Pisces moon? How you doing? How your mama doing? How you feeling? Got on my New York Rangers shirt. Now listen, I'm an Islanders fan. They're kind of struggling. I don't follow hockey as much as I used to, but I talk about sports on here. The Cardinals beat the Jets. I had mixed emotions because my oldest son's a Cardinal fan. And Jets are my second favorite team. And my Steelers, great comeback win over the Washington Commanders. I was texting with my Washington Commander friends from Maryland, from the University of Maryland. Yo, Terps, Big Russ, and Sean. It was fun. Yeah, my Steelers look good, all right? But the Rangers are 9-3 in hockey. My Islanders, that was my team growing up, I think they're like 6-3 or something. They're not doing so good. But in hockey, the best team is the Winnipeg Jets. So the New York Football Jets are struggling, but the Canada team and Canadians have not won a cup, and it's their sport, right? That was started in Alberta from black people. That's black ice. Hockey started by Africans, okay, in Alberta, Canada. A little history. So you don't know what Biggie Astrology knows. I'm a wealth of knowledge much deeper than college. Okay, so the Winnipeg Jets, I think, are 14-1, got like 28 points. They're killing it. So, how you feeling? This is the Pisces moon today, 21 degrees, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific. It is going to wrap up tonight about 27 on the East Coast, 28 on the West Coast. So you'll get into the Aries moon early in the morning, like 4 a.m. So we are going to have a Pisces, Aries, Tuesday, Wednesday, un poquito Thursday. And then, so it's a Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Astro-Weather week. And listen, I always have respect for Veterans Day. I am anti-war. Okay, let me get a sip of my tea. And I hope you're coming with your tea or coffee talk Friday night. Saint or Sinner, we're looking at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 75 minutes, $13 via Zoom, the birth chart of Oprah Winfrey, the Aquarius, Sag rising, Sag moon. Interesting energy. We all kind of know and grew up with Oprah and O Magazine and Om Network and all this stuff and definitely some controversies. Gail, Stedman, they may not be controversies depending on who you are. I don't know, but the school, the girls in Africa. There's been some questions about that. Parents not seeing them, yada yada, and then Maui. Her and The Rock with that whole. The backlash against them was strong. Because they could have helped pay for everything. And they were asking us common folks who are struggling with, our finances in America being so terrible, to donate and help. It wasn't this 8/8 portal, it was last 8/8 portal. 2023. Devastation, which it is not healed yet. I have clients and friends on the grounds down there in Maui, and they're still struggling, just so you guys know. But on the 11/11 portal today, I want you to focus on not just gratitude, but this is a big manifesting energy, right? 11/11, these are angel numbers, very powerful numbers. And it's about you focusing on how you can bring in spiritual, divine, magical energy for your life, to journal and write down your goals and dreams. Do it with gratitude, but tap into your all your senses, ground and earth and nature. And today, we'll see it in the chart, but not as I'm recording this, but later today, Venus goes into Capricorn. Okay, so this is November's a big month. The 21st, ends the Scorpio birth chart sale. Scorpios, holla at me. Sun, Moon, Rising, right? 65 minutes live via Zoom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. We can do it. If you know, you know. Eric at BigEAstro.com. It's $161, down from 200. Solar return, NATO, secondary progression, live Q&A, recording of the session, videos of planetary placements, or the big shebang, the custom video summary, the mini movie of your life, 40 to 50 minutes. You can email me pictures. I can put them in. It's really cool with music, everything. Reading the chart, transit recording, current and future transits, how you'll do with Saturn and Neptune and Aries, Pluto and Aquarius, Uranus and Gemini, and the current transits. And videos of your planetary placements, normally 300, only 251. That's for you, Scorpio, Sun, and Risings. I'm a Scorpio Rising, so I got love for you. And then Sag, yours will be coming out on the 21st. Okay? So today is the 11th, so we basically have got 10 days left, okay, in Scorpio season. So hit me up, Scorpios. But this Pisces moon, very spiritual today. It's going to be conjunct Neptune. It's also squaring Jupiter. You'll feel that early on Monday. And so Moon square Jupiter, we'll get into it, but you may be questioning your beliefs, or your beliefs could be dissolving a bit, or you can get into arguments about beliefs with the family. Okay, and you don't want to do that. This is a time for healthy boundaries, but don't get into arguments with relatives, family, close friends about your beliefs and philosophies. People are still very raw coming off this election, and we need to unify and not be divided in our nation, but in the whole world. Let's be honest. It's not just America. And I understand it. There's a lot of differences, and it's based on rights and protections and cultural things and ideologies, and that's not going away anytime soon. Sorry. So we got to really tap into that. Spread love is the Brooklyn way, but this 11/11 portal, try to write down. And remember, it's the moon day. Tuesday's Mars, Wednesday's Mercury, Thursday's Jupiter, Friday Venus, and this for the Astro-Weather weekend, Saturn, Saturday, Sunday, the Sun, Sol. Okay, so we really want to be introspective. And what is it that your emotional mind, your EQ, really needs? Focus on needs than wants, right? We need food, clothing, shelter. We want a mansion and a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. I don't know. But let's focus on the needs, right? I think that's important. Just like gratitude, joy, love, and authenticity. And I got a nice comment from somebody on my Taurus Super Full Moon video. Make sure you go watch that. That'll be Friday, same day as Oprah. So sign up for Coffee Talk. You don't want to miss this one. It's going to be powerful. And if you can't make it live, trust me, this one's you can pay the $13 and you will receive the recording, videos of her planetary placements, the chart, etc. This is going to be a powerful one, I promise you. So, but just know that, and the moon's in trine with the sun today too. Yeah. So it's a very powerful manifesting day. Moon conjunct Neptune, Sun trine Moon, Venus going in Capricorn. You can manifest abundance. And I would think with the Pisces moon, I would do a lot of it in the water, through the water, positive talk in the water. The earth, 3/4 water, the body, 3/4 water. Don't talk negatively in your water. And we want a high alkaline system diet, alkaline foods and water and fruit, living spring water. Let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather. Let's see how we're supposed to dance this week. Dance. Because that's what you're doing. You're here, your soul is having a physical avatar experience, and you're dancing and learning and loving. Just a human experience. So you should want to know truth. You should not want to be deceived and be caught up in lies and deception by the media or television, okay? And don't focus on the fear. If something hasn't happened yet, they're telling you all these negative things that will happen with this president that we've already had. Well, during the 4 years he was in, right? And I'm not, promoting, that 4 years because it was terrible. But it was terrible with the rhetoric. It wasn't terrible for economics. It wasn't terrible because we didn't have any wars. So just think about that, Trust me, I met the dude. I'm a New Yorker, so I know who this cat is. And I'm not a big fan. But I don't focus on fear. And I also know, guess what? Human beings can change. You can hear a different type of talk. You may not believe it, but don't assume the worst. Expect and send healing energy and prayers to his heart for him to actually be the commander-in-chief and a righteous leader. Capiche? I'm not saying it's easy, Lucy, but try it. Eric will always guide you in the right way. And I should be president. I love you. Let's get to the chart. Astro-Weather week 11, 12, 13, 14. Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Moon. I was born in September, but I was ready in June and eager to patrol with my shining soul. I plan to be the glue to the globe. Astro-Weather. Pew. All right, make it happen Monday, the day of the moon. Not a particular ascendant, but, at this time, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, for me, 10 Mountain, it is the Sag rising. And you see this Pisces moon. So it's at 21, right? From 12 noon Eastern, or 6 hours, right? It moves 1 degree every 2 hours. So that's how you get to from 21 to 27, 6 degrees on the East Coast, 28 on the West Coast. So as you're going to bed, you're going to feel that conjunction. Getting ready for work. If you're off today, most people are off, And listen, I had uncles in the wars, Korea, all that stuff. My father-in-law, my great father-in-law were in the different wars, Vietnam, Korea, World War II. So I do respect veterans, and I wish that our country would treat them better. That's a reality that needs to play out in a better way, for real, okay? So that Pisces moon, we look for the Gemini, Jupiter, there's Uranus at Taurus. So it's going to sextile Uranus, okay? You're going to feel that, which could be really interesting. You could get a lot of visions and dreams this evening watching Monday Night Football. Right? That doesn't mean you're like, oh, I see who's going to win, and let me change my prediction in the third, fourth quarter to gamble and bet. Be careful with that. I'm into fantasy sports and whatever, but I don't gamble. Jupiter, right? So the moon had already happened earlier this morning. So that was more like about 8 a.m., the exact square. But at the same time, you'll feel it. You'll feel it for the early part of the day. And the Scorpio sun. So the Scorpio sun, that was earlier today as well. And, we're getting ready for this is the last 10 days of Scorpio season. So tomorrow will really begin the, but it will get to 20 degrees before the night is over. Okay. For the day is over. You see it's at 40, 48. So it'll be, this is 20 degrees. So today starts the Scorpio Cancer Deacon. This is where there can be more anger, more revenge. This is where we get with the Scorpios, the violent, the first and the third deacon. You can get more of the domestic violence on the low vibration. And murder, Sharot, you know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. We got the Juno and the Lilith, right? Lilith is still rocking and rolling. And this sun is getting closer, and it will be on the Taurus full moon, opposing Uranus. okay? And that's going to be powerful. Watch my video, the Taurus super full moon. It's a powerful energy. But you see the Venus here, so it'll be in the Capricorn just in a few hours, or actually about an hour, okay? So Venus Capricorn, and so when it first gets into Capricorn, it's not trining anything in Taurus or Virgo, but that's okay. Well, it'll be trining Regulus. And, we don't talk about Regulus that much. It is the fixed royal star, but in Virgo, it's about being royal and divine and having fortunes through service to others and through health. So this Capricorn, this is where we can have a lot of call to actions about helping veterans or homeless people for food and clothing and shelter. This is an energy where Venus can be, people can donate vehicles or clothing to people, cleaning out your fall closet, right? Scorpio season. We're getting ready to get into Sagittarius season. And remember, that's a little bit of autumn and a little bit of winter energy, okay? That's how you look at the mutable signs. They kind of give you a mixed bag, baby. So enjoy your Monday. I think you got to tap in spiritually and really manifest, journal, writing, type it out, but set some intentions and goals for 2025. Remember, no New Year's resolutions on January 1st. Use these portals, but wait for your 2025. The new year begins March 20th on the equinox. So that's when you should set your New Year resolution. That's the real beginning of the new year. The calendar has been messed with. Just accept that. It's the truth. I know people like to deny stuff. Like, well, why would they do that? And sometimes stop. Like, stop believing in everything you were taught just because you were taught it and you mastered it. You've been lied to so many ways. Can you wake up and get out of that? The president is pre-selected. Can you wake up and realize that? She's not in the bloodline. He is. So that right there, plus the astrology, would let you know she never had a chance to win. So then ask yourself deeper questions. Why did they put her up? What was that about? To rile you up, to distract you. See what I'm saying? So when you really know, then you have different insights, perspective, and knowledge. So then you don't get caught up in it. You're detached and you're not depressed for a week. Capiche? I love you. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. Let's get to Tuesday's Astro-Weather for November 12th. Pew. Just finished my tea in the poetry. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the moon should be around 3 or 4 degrees in Aries. And let's see, where did it go? So you see the Aries. It's further along. So you see the North Node. Okay, sorry, my mouse is acting up. So the North Node is still at 5 degrees. And the moon is at 6. Okay. So it should finish up at around 12 degrees on Tuesday, 13 degrees East Coast, 13 degrees on the West Coast. So then when we wake up for Wednesday, it should be at around 20 degrees. We shall see at 12 noon. So Aries, sun, moon rising, Tuesday, Wednesday, intermittent fasting. Eating with the circadian rhythms of the sun, juicing, water cleanse. Okay, try it. You may like it, Mikey. And that moon did activate where the lunar eclipse was. So that was kind of interesting as well. So the moon conjunct the North Node. So for Tuesday, Martes, the day of Mars, the moon is in a Mars-ruled sign, Aries. Just be mindful not to get into arguments or disagreements, but do be brave and courageous. And emotionally, you have got to step up, take action on Tuesday. Like, be the leader in your office, like lead groups, walk into your pioneer, maverick, soldier, warrior energy to be like, you know what, I want to start a new thing at our job. I want to start a new prayer group. I want to start a new book club. I want to start a new yoga meditation practice, a new fasting, right? Initiate. That's how you boost yourself and use the Aries moon. Now, it is coming off of the trine to Mars and Leo early in the morning. Okay, Mars is moving slow. It's only at 2 degrees. So, and in terms of Sag, we're going to have it tonight, Tuesday night. When I say tonight, I'm talking about Tuesday. Tuesday night, it will, as midnight before the turn, it will trine Mercury. Moon trine Mercury is just lining up the analytical and the emotional, intuitive mind. Okay, that can be beneficial, but maybe Tuesday night, direct your dreams. I want to manifest and get ancient knowledge from the Akashic records so that I could wake up in the morning with new information and new knowledge to benefit my family and my life and my goals. Okay? And I want my soul to travel out of my heart, third eye, and crown chakra and restore my body and health. The moon is your body, your health. Venus, Capricorn, you see that dance. These are the last days of Pluto. Still have your popcorn. You're going to still have things being revealed. This moon squaring on Thursday morning. Pluto. That there's going to be some interesting stuff on Thursday. So as Trump is announcing his cabinet, and I will say, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm happy about RFK Jr. RFK Jr., some of you guys think he's crazy and this and that or whatever. No, he is about your health. He is about getting the FDA and the government to stop poisoning and the toxins in the skies and your food everywhere. So just don't believe what the media has told you about him. I know it may go against certain narratives, but you got to think about and really listening to his words. You know that all the foods are poisoned, so why do you think that the media is talking bad against him? Because they get advertising dollars from Kellogg's and the pharmaceuticals, this and that. I mean, come on, y'all. We got to think. Tu sabe. Pienso. So, yeah. And Venus is squaring the Libra South node. So, that started yesterday, Monday, but for Tuesday and the next few days, you're going to see and feel that. So this is, unsolved issues, financial or relationships in the past that could come up that you have the opportunity to say goodbye to and transmute forever, ever. Okay? We're having some final aspects, and the final one before the 19th will be the Taurus super full moon trining Pluto. So that's what I mean, the final, because this is the last time in our lifetimes that Pluto will be, sorry, let me get my hands out of my hair. My wife got me a new crystal yesterday that is super dope. Can you see this? It's kind of cool. So, yeah. She, the boys won their game. I forgot to tell you in Flagstaff in the playoffs. So now we're going to the semifinals. The Taylor twins, they won with 24 seconds left. They scored to take the lead. They won 19-18. Oh my God, I'm so happy. And this Saturday, I'll miss the playoff game because I'll be working in Scottsdale at Missy's Mysteries. So if you're in Arizona, come to Missy's Mysteries. Look at my community page. I will have the address. But it is, in North Scottsdale. And it's really, really a beautiful metaphysical shop. And this month, she's going to have more practitioners there than ever. So I'm really excited. I believe my friend who was on my podcast and watched that episode, Victoria Richardson, the Rapid Renegade, will be there doing Psych K readings and tapping into your higher self. She is so gifted and such a sweetheart. Go check that out. So let's get to Wednesday, Miracle List. Tuesday, lift your weights above the shoulders, bench press, arms, curling, triceps, biceps, all that good stuff. Let me see if there's any other major interesting aspects. You know that Jupiter. Oh, so Mercury is not there yet, but Mercury is going to get to that place where it's opposing, and on the full moon, opposing. That's the mutual reception. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. It's in Sag. Jupiter rules Sag and Pisces, and it's in Gemini. So mutual reception, and that's pretty interesting opposition for the full moon. All right. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. Let's get to Miracle Les. Astro-Weather Week, Wednesday the 13th. And 13 is a really powerful number, right? That's 13 controlling secret society families. It's the M. 13 is very, very powerful. And it is Uranus. It is spiritual awakening, freedom, liberation. 13 goes to 4. And it's connected to the divine feminine and the lunar cycles, right? 5 is E, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Oh, sorry, 13 letters L, M. No, maybe it is M. So, yeah. So, where we at, Moon? Where we at? Yeah, it is M. Sorry. I'm not counting. Trying to count live. I'm like Count Chocula. So remember, it left off. I told you it would get to from 6 to 12, 13. And the Aries moon. 21. Okay. So it's going to finish up at 27, 28 on the West Coast. So early in the morning, 4 a.m., it will get into Taurus. So then we will have the Taurus moon. So that square will happen as you're waking up for Thursday morning. So there could be some explosive stuff in the Middle East going on, or also North Korea, China, Taiwan, Ukraine, Russia. Something's going to pop off Wednesday night going into Thursday morning with this Aries. Thursday night going into Friday morning. The Aries moon. So this moon, though, in Aries is conjunct Chiron. Okay? So, this is definitely Wednesday, Mercury, journaling, writing, breath work, right? Breath work is really, breath is life, it's spirit. And it's really a great way to heal your inner child. When you really get into your breath, and trust me, I know I had to relearn how to breathe after being in coma, swallow, walk. So many things, you guys. I've come sometimes it makes me emotional. It's very humbling. I've come such a far way. I know I seem so fine and good to you, but believe me, I was literally fighting for my life in such powerful ways, and I do believe in miracles, and I did call on God and Yeshua, okay? Thank you, Jesus. So this Aries moon at 21, this has got the Venus lunar mansion behind it. So the relationship with self, initiate self-love on Wednesday. It's like I said, it will finish up and then get into Taurus Thursday, early Thursday, Friday, and then un poquito Saturday. So we'll have a Taurus Gemini moon weekend. Okay. And that's perfect. I'll be doing my readings at Mysteries with the Missy's Mysteries on a Gemini moon. which is my eighth house. So that's all about, the occult knowledge and metaphysics. So everything happens for a reason, and it's still Scorpio season. So the sun on my ascendant, it should be a great Saturday for Big E astrology. Yeah, Venus moving along in Capricorn. You see the Mercury getting closer to the opposition as the week goes on, and the Scorpio sun. So we're, well into now that final decan, Scorpio Cancer decan. You start off with Scorpio, 0 to 9, 10 to 19 is Scorpio Pisces, and then 20 to 29 is Scorpio Cancer. And the lunar mansion behind this, right, is Mercury. So this is about investigating the truth. This is about you saying, oh yeah, I realize Kamala Harris is not related to all the other presidents. Like the Bush and Obamas were like cousins, and but they're all related. And so this is where you can do your own research and see, okay, maybe my vote doesn't count so much. And I'm not saying not to vote. I still vote. But I'm just saying don't get attached to these outcomes because your vote, it's an illusion that you can control it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, let's keep it real. So, but now it's time to move forward. And we've got to not rely on who's there. We have to rely on our heart, our soul, our healthy boundaries, our spiritual discipline, being leaders in our own local communities. Okay? Jupiter, Gemini, expand your reach to your local community and connecting and communicating with others. So have a great Wednesday. Go for a walk. Definitely, it's getting colder, but try to ground still in nature. Uranus is still here. It's retrograde. It is moving and grooving. Remember in 2025, and I'll be on Lloyd Strayhorn's show. Oh, and I'm recording with his friend, and she has her own channel, Miss Kimberly Williams. I'll be recording her podcast today, breaking down the numerology connected to the planets. So I'll be sharing that in my community. And, when it comes out and you guys watch that, it's going to be so much fun. I really cannot wait. I think we're recording. I don't think it's live. But we'll be doing that today at 2 p.m. Eastern. So, I can't wait. So, that's Wednesday. You still see the Jupiter at 19. And the Mars is still at 2 degrees. Okay. Mars in Leo is kind of in conjunct Venus. Not really a major aspect, the quincunx, but it's kind of like really what's happening, right? You're seeing these women on social media kind of saying, oh, you men didn't vote for us, so you're not going to get any sex and this and that. I mean, it's kind of silly and immature. I get it. But that's like the manifestation you could see of this quincunx. Because how people feel. And I'm not saying women's rights are silly, please. I feel that a man has no right to tell a woman what to do with her body. So I'm always going to be pro-choice. But I'm pro-life in the fact that we need to have, be more responsible. You don't bring a baby into this world if you can't raise it, love it, nurture it, and care for it. And it's a serious choice. So you can't just be like laying around having unprotected sex and be like, oops, I just want to like eliminate this pregnancy. It's so nuanced and it's so deeper than that. So I'm very pro-choice, but I'm very pro-life as well. So I'm both. But no government should tell a woman what to do with her body. Okay? But they've got to answer to God too. We all do. All right, I love you. Let's get to Thursday, November 14th. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Big E Astrology. Pew. All right, the final day of the Astro-Weather week, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, all week. Sometimes I go later, I'm not. And we are looking at Well, the ascendant, this time, Mercury is moving along. Scorpios, well, no, sorry. Ooh, it's a Capricorn ascendant. That's interesting. Venus. And we didn't even change times. Right? Let me make sure. I ain't changed no times. Yeah, 10 Mountain, 12 noon Eastern. So that lets you know there's a shift and in terms of like the planet orbit. So the Mercury, the Sun, and look at the Aries moon has gone to Taurus, right? Because remember I told you it was going to finish up around 28 degrees. So then it was from midnight coming up to 12 noon, it moved. And now we are at the Taurus moon. So it is in the lunar mansion of the sun, then the moon, and then Mars. Those are the lunar mansions in Taurus. So at this degree point, it's the sun at 10 degrees, between 10 and 23. Just so you know, the lunar mansion is, these like constellations or energies in the sky. And, people connect them to actual deities or spirits or, alien life form. You know what I mean? Like, so it's so detailed and gives you more nuance and detail. And Vedic astrology, they call them the nakshatras. But so the Taurus moon is really exalted between 10 and 23 degrees because the lunar mansion behind it, and this is in all earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, from 10 to 23 degrees, the lunar mansion is the moon, right? From the end of Aries to the 9 degrees, it would be the sun. From 24 to early into the air sign is Mars, okay? So it's interesting. So yeah, so this is a good day. Thursday, this Taurus moon will finish up around 12 degrees, 13 on the West Coast. The Taurus moon starts off the day trining Venus at 3 degrees. This is a good money day. You are really good in your self-worth, your values, your food on Thursday. It's Jupiter abundance, so it's a great time to make sure you don't wait and sign up for Coffee Talk. For Oprah Winfrey, 8:30 p.m. on the 15th, and to start to get ready for that Taurus super full moon, which is at 4:29. Some astrologers are saying 28, but when I really looked at the calculation, it's 24 degrees 01 minutes. So it's actually at the 4:29 p.m. Eastern, 1:29 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, you're seeing that Scorpio, so it's going to get to the 23rd degree. And then on Friday, it will be 24 degrees, okay? Still got the Lilith and Juno in Scorpio, okay? It's not in this chart, but we also have Haumea, who is the goddess giving birth to the Hawaiian Islands. I feel for Thursday, we've got to kind of move in, not only getting ready for the Taurus super full moon to our new reality, but our new beliefs. How are we going to go forward with the next 4 years, but really for 2025? What are your plans? What are your goals? Vacations? What are your investments? What are your savings? Do you have a will, a family will, a trust? Do you have life insurance policies? Do you have good health insurance? We want to really get, I think of health insurance. It's open enrollment period. You want to really get into these spaces where you are handling the nuanced business, right? Think of Scorpio energy, the business of your money, your health and wealth. That's the Scorpio energy and the Taurus Scorpio axis. So this full moon will illuminate that as well. Endings to the old ways that you dealt with your money and overspending and maybe spend more on your health than the material items. Okay? Think about that. You don't need 12 pairs of shoes, but you need organic blueberries and strawberries. Okay? So we've got to recalibrate and really... And I'm telling you this because what? That's why I did that coffee talk. You can still purchase it. The Pisces North Node starts January 11th at night for 18 months. The Virgo South Node. This is the health axis. This is a time in 2025. There's got to be a lot of parasite cleanse, a lot of detoxification, colonics, fasting, deep meditation. We're on that spiritual health axis. Virgo, physical health; Pisces, spiritual health, mental health. So there needs to be a purification, and this full moon is helping you get ready for that, right? Health, wealth, balance. What are you spending your money on? Do you need to get a $100,000 car? Do you need a Tesla, or can you just get an Acura, a Toyota, or a decent, a Volvo, a Subaru, a lower used BMW or Benzo, you know what I mean? To really focus on spending money on, your food, your gym membership, your things to help you work out at home and exercise. Think about those things. Ceres is getting closer to Pluto. Just so you know, Ceres and Pluto are going to dance into Aquarius pretty much together. And there's going to be a lot of transformation around. Notice this with the Taurus super full moon video. Ceres there in that trine, with Taurus and Uranus. We're going to have new innovative ways of growing food, using the copper, using sound waves and sound frequency. It's not just for healing your body. It's also to activate the plants and the fruits and the vegetables. Okay? So, yeah, tap into that. Have a great week. Let's get ready for this super full moon. This Taurus moon, remember it's at 24 degrees, but now it's at 6. It will finish up at about 13 degrees. So at 12 noon, it'll be at 20. And that's how you get it from 12 noon to 4:29, right? That'll be at, 4:29 p.m. It'll be at 24 degrees. All right. Astro-Weather Week, Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. I love you, and I really want to see you all at Coffee Talk. I think it's going to be a big, fun crowd, and it's just great to learn. And everyone knows who she is. All right? Astro-Weather Week, Big E Astrology. Peace. Pew. All right, that was the Astro Weather. Hope you have a good week. See my crystal? You can see it better now. It's really cool. And you can even use it to rub. You get in on the lymphatic system, right? Moving that along, get into the collarbone. But this is a beautiful, beautiful crystal. The Taylor boys won their football game. They got to play in snow for the first time in their lives. They made snowballs. Oh my God, I wish I was there with them. They were so happy. They were born in Arizona. They don't see snow where we're at. But in the mountains of Arizona and Flagstaff, it's a 20 degrees difference. So it was like they woke up, it was 35 degrees. That happens sometimes here in December, but that frost, but we get a dusting like frost, but we don't ever get snow in Phoenix, Scottsdale area. So that's it. Enjoy. Please, Scorpios, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. And if you want to come to Coffee Talk, email me so then I can send you the link Friday during the day. I'll be cutting it off Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, because it's at 8:30 at night. So, I can't, I'll be working that day. And I can't take care of everybody, so it'll be you've got to get your seat in or pay for it, because I'll be sending out the link. Maybe I'll extend it to later. I'll be sending out that link probably 5 p.m. Eastern. So that's the latest, 3 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Pacific. But try to sign up this week early. You want to get your seat. It's $13. And like I said, if you can't make it live, I get it. But you want to get the recording. $13 for learning about this Aquarius Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising, Oprah Winfrey. It's going to be powerful. Enjoy the week. 11/11 portal. Really get into that abundant mindset. Any negative thoughts today, cut it off. Don't let it come out of the boca and the lengua, right? We practice and preach. I'm not a preacher. I'm a truth seeker, truth speaker, but we do preach self-love. I want you to always have self-love. It just makes the world a better place. And that's what I'm all about doing from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for getting me over 8K, now 8,100. It's been growing so fast. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment down below about the Astro-Weather week, your plans for the week, how you're getting ready for the Taurus super full moon. Watch that video and just, share. Let people know about Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology, and this movement of transformation, healing, and positivity so you can walk in alignment, become a Jedi and a master of your own life through the natal birth chart, which is the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. I am your soul brother, BigEAstrology, the Virgo, Scorpio rising, Capricorn moon. Have a good Astro-Weather week, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Pisces, Aries, Taurus moon. God bless. Peace.